Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. And we begin with the first woman of color on a presidential ticket. Yesterday, Democrat Joe Biden tapped California Senator Kamala Harris to be his running mate. And today, they'll jumpstart their push for the White House with an appearance in Mr. Biden's home state of Delaware. Making history is not new to Harris, who is of Jamaican and Indian descent. She became the first woman and African American to serve as both San Francisco District Attorney and California Attorney General before being elected to the U.S. Senate. Ms. Harris is 55 and helps add youth and diversity to Mr. Biden's chances. If elected, he would be 78 and the oldest president ever at the time of his inauguration. A hit from the 80s is soaring to the top of the charts all over again, thanks to YouTube and twins from Gary, Indiana. Tim and Fred Williams regularly post themselves playing music they've never heard before. This time around, their tune of choice was In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, a singer your parents probably spent a fair amount of time listening to. The reaction of these two young brothers was pure joy, especially when its famous drum solo caught them by surprise. 3.2 million views later, and an old relic has new life. In the Air Tonight is now third on the iTunes sales charts, right behind Cardi B and Darius Rucker. This morning, the world is side-eyeing the claim that Russia has won the race to develop a coronavirus vaccine. President Vladimir Putin says the drug is safe and that one of his two daughters has already tried it. Scientists aren't so sure. They warn that giving a vaccine before phase 3 trials, which involve thousands of people and could take months, is risky and could backfire. According to Mr. Putin, his daughter got 2 shots, spiked a bit of a fever, but then recovered and has the antibodies to prove it works. Even though vaccinations could reportedly begin as early as October, many healthcare experts are saying yet until more testing is done. Worldwide, cases are now at 20 million, and while it took 6 months to hit 10 million, it only took 6 weeks to double that. It's looking more and more like college football is going up in flames. Yesterday, the Big Ten and Pac-12 became the first 2 major conferences to bail on the season. School chancellors and presidents met in recent days and reportedly came to the conclusion that players couldn't safely take the field during COVID. The decision also affects cross-country, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball. The cancellation puts pressure on the remaining 3 Power 5 conferences to follow suit, but not all are in favor of punting until spring. The ACC, SEC, and Big 12 are still telling fans that they intend to play this fall regardless. Pick a movie, any movie. The world's last blockbuster video store is now, for the first time ever, a rental on Airbnb. The Bend, Oregon location is stocked with every title imaginable and available for an epic sleepover. The catch is COVID. Due to coronavirus restrictions, the offer is only open to residents of Deschutes County, where the store is located, and only members of the same household can be there on any of the 3 available nights. The bookings open next week with a stay costing just $4, which is only a penny more than the going rate for a blockbuster movie rental. A young lady made famous by Simon Cowell will now be his stand-in on America's Got Talent. Kellie Clarkson is taking over while Simon recovers from a weekend bike accident. The Music Man broke his back in 3 places, but is reportedly up and walking around his hospital room. Those who've seen him say he's in good spirits and on the mend. And since he always has advice, he shared a bit with fans who might be in the market for the same kind of e-bike he was on before he fell. Namely, read the manual before riding it. And that's it for Kid News this morning. Now, our Kid News quiz. Who did Joe Biden pick for his Democratic running mate? California Senator Kamala Harris. What big 80s hit is climbing in the charts again? In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, thanks to Indiana Twins and their YouTube channel. What country says they won the race to develop a coronavirus vaccine? Russia, but scientists are skeptical. What two major conferences just backed out of playing college football this fall? The Big Ten and Pac-12. In one for the road, even 12-year-old business owners have had to pivot due to the pandemic. Sarah Robinson was sewing and selling aprons and party banners when COVID hit. But like all good entrepreneurs, she adapted. Sarah turned her attention to masks and has now stitched and donated 2,000 face coverings to doctors' offices, nursing homes, UPS pilots, and essential workers all over Georgia. She's even been recognized by her mayor and town council as a hometown hero. For more on Sarah and business-savvy girl CEOs just like her, check out the Startup Squad website at startupsquad.com and Startup's new book, Face the Music. Before we go, we have KidNuz birthday shout-outs for George in South Lake, Texas, Linda in West Long Branch, New Jersey, Nina in Troy, Michigan, Noble in Nashville, Tennessee, and in California, Lucy in Palo Alto and Ollie in San Jose. Thanks for listening, everyone. We hope you tune in for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.